Hello. I hope
you're there.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm live. Welcome to Horton Crafts. My name is Paula, by the way. I should introduce myself. I'm not going to assume that people know who I am. I'm so glad to do this Facebook Live and shopping experience. If you are watching on YouTube, or you prefer to watch on YouTube, of course you can do that. Now we are gonna wait a few minutes to people join us before we explain what the pick of the week from Horton Crafts is. But before we do that, let me explain you how you can shop with us. Now, of course, you can go to hortoncrafts.co.uk. That is a website that you can just, put the things in your basket. And I know many of you already are massive fans and shop regularly there. There is the other way, which some of you also know, which is the live shopping experience, that you can just comment the item, the word that we are going to give you for the different items. And there, if you put it in your comments on Facebook, automatically that product, you will receive a direct message, a private message, and that will give you a link. That link, you click on it and it goes to hortoncrafts.co.uk. So that basket builds up. The advantage of doing that is, of course, you don't have to stop watching on Facebook. You can just comment while you're watching, and throughout this hour, and that basket builds up. So this is brilliant because you're not missing out on any of the action, any of the the showing of the different products. So remember, comment the item number that you want to have a closer look and build your basket that way. Now, I have to say that, of course, I'm joined today by Adam Frisbee behind the camera.
Hello.
If you hear a cough,
hello.
Yeah, hello, is Adam. If you hear a meow, it's Fuji, who has joined us.
Or is it?
Yeah, well, maybe, like she loves being in the craft room, so she will come. Probably Kabuki, the other cat, might not make an appearance, but you never know. Right, now we are going to talk about this hour about the pick of the week, and there's different picks of the weeks, and it's all about the essentials. And the essentials for paper crafting are adhesives and paper and cards, right? Because without them we cannot make anything, right? Am I right thinking that? Now we need to hold things together, and we have got a fabulous pick of the week. By the way, I'm not one of these people that I'm getting to an age where hot flashes happen, so I'm just apologizing if I'm a little bit overheated. Let me show you the foam pads. Now they come like this, and I purposely kept them like this. Now they come in the bag. Sorry about the ruffling. Now they are stapled here, but don't worry, it's not even like you can even use those ones. And I'm going to take that one out, and you can see that they come in a roll. Now they are $10.99. This is the deal for the pick of the week. Now I believe you can just put shop foam on the comments, and automatically they will be added to your baskets. Now, one of the things I love about these ones is that once that you kind of go in, take the first one off. The first one off, automatically you can use it, of course, but I like to take one off already, ready for the next time, and they pick up really easily. Now, they are 2mm thick, and let me grab a piece of card so you can see how they work. Now, when you put them in, they have got a super easy release.
I'm coming in.
Okay,
I'm coming
in. Now, this is what I think for crafting makes all the difference. Easy crafting. Look how easily it has peeled. Now, you can see that it's a substantial size, but it's not too big. So you don't need to trim it if you don't have to. Now, if I take a piece of card, I'm going to just put it here. For instance, that one. More or less, I did it the right size there. Now, you can see.
The skill.
There it is. Perfect. Now you can see the height in here, the definition, the finished results. And then I'm going to put another two. Now you can, if you wanted a larger piece, you can keep two in. Oh, see, there was two. You can take two at the same time if you wanted a solid, or in my case, I wanted just to put them like this. Now, I don't recommend doing what I'm doing mid-air. You don't want to do that. You want to do it right on the surface that you are working in. But there we go. That's how you kind of put it. Now, they are quite strong, but you have got still a little bit of wiggle time. So if you have made a mistake of you thinking, oh, it's not quite straight, you still can lift them up a little bit, right? So that, you can see that these ones that I put at first, they are a little bit more stuck. That's because that wiggle time. See, just be careful, but you do have that wiggle time there. Now, once they are stuck, right? I have used this one. Oh, see, I can use them to a little bit of fire. You can use them as well. I have used them on the outside. I posted a little signpost in my old house there. I'm sorry, I'm really hot now. This is really warm room.
It is hot in here now.
It is. That's nice. I'll open the window in a second. Right. So if you want the foam pads, I did shop foam on the comments. If you're watching on Facebook,
You get 1,000.
you get 1,000 foam pads in here. They are 2 millimeters thick, I believe, and of course they are about an inch in width, and about, I would say, half an inch in the other dimension. If you are in centimeters, I would say about 2.5 centimeters in width and about a
1,200. You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. There's
You
no
know-
about it.
Yeah, see, it's my finger. I know that is actually an inch. Right, so shop foam. If you are on the website, if you prefer to shop directly on the website, lisahortoncrafts.co.uk. Right, now I need to tell you as well, I have forgotten to mention something else. Now, if you comment welcome on the comments, right, automatically you will be entered into a competition. The competition is to win a £5 voucher when the new website is launched.
Hooray.
So that, and when will be that?
Oh, soon.
Soon.
I have another call tomorrow.
Soon. Fuji is downstairs, not by my feet, and she's like, well, it's £5 voucher is worth whenever it comes. I mean, it could be, imagine that, it could be a Christmas present. And it's always good to have Christmas presents in crafty
Just
goodies.
comment welcome.
Welcome on the comments. That works as well on the...
It doesn't work on YouTube,
On
but it
YouTube,
works on
yeah.
Instagram and Facebook. And there's
Right.
40 of you watching, so all of you comment.
Yeah, comment because if you comment, then you have got in with a chance of winning. Right, so we are going to go to another take of the wig. This is the bottles, the fine nozzle with non-clog pens in here. It's $12.99. You have to shop a bottle. Now, I have been using this for a long time and I absolutely love them. Now, you are getting 2. And you are getting 2 different sizes of nozzles. So you are getting the 0.5 and the 0.8 mil. Now, this is great because sometimes we want to have the finest detail of glue. And we need to have that fine nozzle there, but there is even better reasons for this. For me, I'm tired of using glue bottles that don't have that nozzle. That means that I don't, but basically, if you don't have that pen, the glue gets really dry, and of course it would get stuck, and it's always a challenge, and we waste those precious moments of crafting, right?
I'm
so
coming
what you
in.
do?
I'm coming in.
Oh yeah. Let's show the different sizes there. Right. So the difference is quite noticeable when you are crafting. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill it up with one of the other picks of the wigs, which is a duo of the glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do with this one, that is the open one. Now you can go directly like this if you prefer to be less messy, but you could unscrew the top cap if you wanted. Yes.
Angela for Craft says we've all been waiting for these.
Well, you know what?
Haven't
I agree.
we all?
Yes, absolutely. Now, this will take a few minutes if you are doing like that, but of course you can unscrew. Let me put them in here. I have got a little pen pot. Now, one of the things I would say, whenever you do this, make sure that before you unscrew the cap again, you do it and you wipe the nozzle clean. There it is. So that it kind of works a little bit faster. So you can do it this way as well. And I'm gonna go not quite to the very top, but almost to the very top. And I tend to refill them always with the same glue. So here, of course, we are talking with the High-tack.
10% of the bottles have gone.
What?
10% of the bottles.
10% of the bottles, and we haven't even spoken about them. See, clean that. This is important. Otherwise, the glue can dry, and then it's harder to open it up. So make sure that you wipe it. And the same here. Just make sure that it's clean. Then you take this in, and then place it.
Question from Suzanne.
Yes?
How much glue do they hold?
Oh, right. That is a question. Good question.
I'm checking.
Oh, I used to know that answer.
I'm checking. I used to know that answer.
Yeah. Is it 50 mil?
I think it's 50, isn't it?
I think it's 50 mil. Oh, I think
Carry
it
on,
was
I'm
50.
asking.
Yeah, we
I'm
are.
asking.
Yeah, I believe it was 50, but or 30. No, that. I don't know. Well, see, does it happen to you?
30 mil.
30 mil. See, that's. Sometimes I'm so sure about things, and then I forget that sometimes it's not the truth. It's just my membrane these days.
This is why live is great. We can check.
Exactly. So now you can see here. But one thing I will know is, see, this is why it's so good to have. Now, if your eyesight is like mine, see, I kind of go in. I'm getting to that age where everything starts going wrong, you know. And the thing is, with the non-clog bottles, what you want to do is kind of put your finger underneath it, so gently guide it, and it's so much easier. Oops. So now you can see I've got. So the first time is a little bit until you kind of gain control of it, and then of course after you put it, it's always good to clean the nozzle, and then again put it in like so. Oh, if you hear a snoring, that's Fuji.
Is that the cat?
That is Fuji.
Oh.
Yeah, there she is.
Her paws are a different colour. Do I be lighter?
Yeah, she is a bit lighter, and she does have a little patch of white there, in the neck. Now again, this is the 0.8 mil, and you can see immediately that is a lot. Well, not a lot, but a little bit wider nozzle. So again, if when you are doing, say for instance, a little die cut, and I have got here, I believe I have some die cuts here. See, she said, oh, here they are. Let me grab them. Now let me grab it. So I have got one of Lisa's, and by the way, this is the interference. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful how they blend? We'll talk about them in a bit. So for instance, if you have got...
Sarah Gray thought I was snoring.
Oh, that's rude. Hello, Sarah.
Especially today.
And then kind of see how I'm just doing it mid-air, so I shouldn't really do this mid-air.
20% gone.
20% of the bottles have bottles or the glue?
The bottles.
The bottles. So I think they are gonna sell out, so I will be grabbing them soon. Now, this is one of the embossing folders from Lisa, and I use the interference on them, the 3 limited edition for Christmas. And you can see the different kind of metallic or kind of interference colors coming through. But, not saying that this should go here, but that kind of gives us the enough glue. What I'm gonna actually do, I was playing last night with the inks, and I love them. And oh, that kind of works better there, you can see it. So then I kind of glue those bits, pressing down, and there is actually no, because I have put so little glue with the bottles, with the non-clog bottles, that there is no spreading of glue. So if you ever have problems about putting too much glue, these are brilliant. The other thing that is brilliant is that if you're using wet glue, it's always there is a liquid content. Even if it's not water-based glue, they will have a liquid. So that moisture is going to transfer to the card if there is too much glue. Hence why having non-clog bottles not only is good because you're putting thin amounts, but you are putting less of it. So the glue is going to last you longer, but also there's going to be less moisture into your card. So less chance of having wrinkles in your card, less chance of making a mess, less chance of wasting glue. For me, these two are brilliant. Also, it's great because they are color coded. So the yellow color is for the 0.8, I believe, and the blue is the thinner one, 0.5 of a millimeter. They are refillable, and as long as you make sure that you clean the screw when you refill them, you can refill them for a long time. Remember, if you want to go for the bottle, shop bottle in the comments. If you are watching on Facebook, $12.99. By putting shop bottle on the comments, automatically you will receive a personal message on your messenger on Facebook, and the basket is being built up on the Lisa Horton Crafts website. So you don't have to do it right now. You can comment and keep watching. Any comments, do please put them on there. We are kind of also live on YouTube, but the comments kind of building your baskets doesn't work on YouTube. It does work on Instagram, so you can build your baskets on Instagram and Facebook as well. If you're watching on YouTube, of course, you can catch this and you can shop on lisahortoncrafts.co.uk. Right, so shall we go to the next product, which I'm very excited about, and I already have been using, of course, in the demonstrations. Here we have got the High-tack double. Now, if you want to go for this double, is the shop glue, I believe, is there? It's 15 pounds. Yeah, there it is. I was like, I'm catching it there. Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, it's there. Shop glue. $15.99. Why do I love this glue so much? And I have had to say, this bottle, you can see it's already up to here. So I have, well, obviously I have refilled those bottles, but I had already used this much before even I joined the Lisa Horton Crafts team. I got that when I was on Create and Craft, and one of the reasons I love it is, of course, is acid free. So I know that if I'm doing memory books, it's going to be brilliant. But of course, cards as well. You don't want to make a card this year, not send it this year, and then next year come in and be all yellow. That yellowing of the glue is because that would happen if you're using a glue that is not acid free. Being acid free, it means that it's going to stay, retain the glue, the bond, but also being absolutely perfect for, like not discoloration. But ultimately, let's talk about it. We want a glue that dries clear, and you can see it in here that already this is going clear, right? So you can see the lines in here, right? Yeah, perfect. So as they dry completely clear. It has got wiggle time, so it means that if you put something and it's slightly off center, you will be able to lift it up. But once it's glued, it's absolutely phenomenally powerful. So if you have got something like plastic embellishments, acrylic embellishments, metal embellishments, these will work. They work brilliantly, of course, for matting and layering, and of course other things as well. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you, actually, no, it's not this one. Actually, oh yes, this is the card. Right. So I have got ribbon in here, and I'm gonna go in for this one. Now it's not ribbon; it's baker's twine, Paula. But if you kind of go in like this is gonna give me a little bit of wiggle time. But because it's gonna dry completely clear, I don't mind that you can see here that that's going to completely disappear. So things like ribbon and metal they're going to be brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Other things that I need to mention with this glue is, of course, I love that the bottle comes in with this cap as well. And if you are like me, right, that you can then use this to clean it up before you close it, because that way you make sure that there is no glue inside of it. Of course, it's important. All those things are important. Of course, make sure that you only use the nozzle that is clean or is the same glue. Does it make sense? I hope it does.
Top tip.
Top tip there. Right, the two bottles are a sharp glue, £15.99, and of course you are getting 125 ml in each, so you are getting 250 ml in total, £15.99. I'm a little bit excited too, because glue for me is really, really important. Another thing, I always will have defined nozzle bottles on the table, but also will have the big bottle here. All you need to do is trim a little bit of the top, make sure that you clean the nozzle, again, that's important, cover it up, and it's ready to use. Super soft, a squeezy bottle. That's very important too.
Very important.
Very important. It is water-based, I believe. It completely dries clear, settles quickly. And of course there is some ideas of you can use aluminium foil, plastics, and so much more. This, can you see?
Ooh.
It's already, let's put it like this. It is already glued.
That's classic shopping telly. That
exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there it is. So you can see how just using a little glue is so. It's just a strong glue. So if you want yours, you know what to do. Another thing with this glue, because of the low water content, remember shop glue $15.99, you are getting two bottles to 150 each.
Sheila says there is no better glue than Lisa's.
You know what, I get that, because it is one of those glues that perform so good. You know how you know, it's funny, we were trained, and by the way, the person behind the camera was the one who told me off, never to say, oh, you can never, you know, is the best one in my opinion, right? And I have to say that
doesn't matter now, and
it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. And I have to say I've been so impressed, and you can see that I have used it even before I joined the Horton Crafts, and I'm the kind of person that has, you know, over the years I have built a collection of glues, very impressive. But this is
sounds odd.
Oh,
but I understand.
Yeah. It does, you know. And I will say, yeah, it is very, very odd. I will say the thing is, this one performs so well. I mean, it performs, you know, like the top of the range. The one of, well, the best one. Let's say that. So I agree with Sheila and so many crafters. The other thing I love about it as well is that it really performs well on the non-clog bottles. Not all glues perform that well. There are some that they tell you that they have got, so if you have got a glue that has got low water content, right, but sometimes what it means is that the combination means that there is more acrylic, so therefore is thicker, so it doesn't flow so well. So you want to have the right ratio, not too much water so it doesn't wrinkle it, but not too much acrylic so it kind of thickens it up. So that's one good glue that works very well.
You've made glue very interesting for Monday morning.
I love glues. The thing is, I absolutely adore glues because it is essential, isn't it? The other thing is, I should go and grab, well, I know, because can I show something here?
We can go on a tour. I'm portable.
Oh, right. Well.
Oh.
The ribbon wall, right? So let me grab. So I have got here always scissors. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of this ribbon and a little bit of this one. Right?
How do you know which ribbon to get?
Oh, it's a mystery, isn't it? It's well, you know. Again, I was talking to Adam, saying that this collection, everything that I have got here, most of it is about between 20 and 15 years old. So I used to be well, I still am, I think.
Shall I put the bottles on?
Yeah. Now, for instance, this one, I just want to show you again how good you can see it, the ribbon. There it is. And I'm going to go with the thinner one because I want to use a little bit less. Now, I have put the ribbon straight after I put the line. So what I would do usually, just put it like that. There's much less here. Oh, I put it. And then I'm gonna let it a couple of seconds dry a bit, absorb into it, and then put this one. And you can see how well it works. See, I hear this is great, isn't it? The fact that you cannot not see, it hasn't seeped through, and that's because of two things. Oh, there it is. There it goes.
What's happening here?
I think it's Fuji trying to get. She loves the attention.
What's going on here?
That's Fuji. By the way, if you want to welcome Fuji, you can always write welcome, and then not only you will welcome Fuji, but you also will get into a chance to get £5 voucher in the new Lisa Horton website, which the address will be the same, right? lisahortoncrafts.co.uk.
Yes, it will just look posher.
Oh, we like posher things, don't we?
There's a lot of people watching.
Oh, good. Hello. I am very nervous, and I have to say, next time I'm definitely opening the window.
Shall I open it?
Yeah, you can try. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can open the other. And also they are doing like so.
If you can hear the workmen, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll tell them off. But you can see the glue, the ribbon, kind of absolutely brilliant.
Because you've got every rug on the floor.
Yes.
There's rugs everywhere.
The thing is, all right, so
there is rugs
I have
everywhere.
got a patchwork of rugs, cardboard, and so much more. And the reason is because it has a really nice cream carpet, and I was like, I don't want to have any accidents on here, like, you know, things. And thankfully I did that because my niece, who is 6 years, no, she was 12. Was 12? Yeah, she was 12, I think. She came over and she loves crafting, and she started spraying some things, and she kind of created a mess on the rugs that were on top, but not the main carpet. Shall we remind you of the picks of the week so far? There is one more coming up, but so shall we do the glue? A duo of bottles, $15.99, two of them, $100.
Saving $3.99.
That's a really good deal. Saving $3.99 means that you're saving, well, basically one penny short of £4, which I think is, well, you cannot even. It's a brilliant saving. And the other thing you can do with this glue, of course, is keep one safe. If you have got fear of running out always, or if you're like me that you forget where you put your stuff, you have got two on the desk, because even if they are in the desk, you're not gonna, you know, one of them is always goes missing. Also, immediately, what I would do is add to my bottle. By the way, sharp glue for the bottles. For the bottles, the non-clog bottles. Remember, you are getting both of them. $12.99 non-clog with a fine nozzle, two different sizes, which I think it's brilliant, because of course there's, and they are $12.99, I believe. No, $13.99. No, $12.99. Yes, shop bottle.
Sorry.
No, that's me. Like, kind of, I assume some. Does it happen to you that you get to an age and then you forget everything?
Everything. Ask Lisa. I forget everything.
It's just like, it's gotten to a point, like literally, I forget. Like,
I have 6 WordPad programs open.
Yeah.
Where I write down all of my conversations with Lisa so I don't forget it. Because she forgets as well.
All right. I used to have good memory, but now not so much. Bottles, $12.99. You're getting both of them. You can then refill them with the glue. So to me, this is an absolute essential. Glue, shop bottle. Go for both of them. Right, and now, remember, if you put in your comments on Facebook or on Instagram, shop foam, this is what you are gonna get: 1,000 foam pads, pre-cut.
1,000.
Oh, and one of the things I absolutely
sorry.
No, I was trying to concentrate on what I'm saying next, and then I forget. And then one of the things I love about these ones is how easily released they are. I mean, I'm doing that mid-air with one hand. How easy is that? But also, again, with one hand, look at that, how easily that peels. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't know any other foam pad that does that one-handed, because usually they but also it's really nice and tacky. But still, I found that it is that minute window in which you have got a little bit of wiggle time. Once that you put it in, once it sets, and it's weird to say set for a dry adhesive, which is the double-sided, but it really does kind of set in a way and then becomes permanent. Top tip as well.
Top tip. Bing. I should have a graphic or a noise.
We should totally. Bing.
Sorry.
Keep it in the bag because it kind of unravels. Or alternatively, use one of these little boxes, whatever box you have, you can make it your own. And I know some people trim them to the length, so they have them like little strips. And I think that, so I didn't even need to trim it with scissors. So you kind of go like this and you say, but like this, right? So then you have them there and they are ready to go. So for instance, you can do it more accurately. And then when it comes to a project, you just kind of take like this and peel like that. It's up to you how you do it. It's whatever works for you.
You're so clever.
Well, it's just crafting,
so clever. This is why your room looks so tidy.
I mean, it didn't look like that yesterday or on Saturday, whatever it's that I started. Now we are going to go into paper. Paper, it's almost borderline. So shop paper, $13.99. That's the deal. However, let me tell you. Now
we've never had this on before, by the way.
Oh, it's so brilliant. It's 160 GSM. Super smooth, brand new to Lisa Horton Crafts. So if you are a Lisa fan, you have never seen this before. It is a fantastic deal, $13.99. And to me, I'm one of these people that I like to print a lot of things. For instance, the charts that we have made now for the all the inks.
You have made.
Well, I made, but we put it on the and. This is brilliant to print them out on because it's super smooth, made in Italy, absolutely top quality in here. It's gonna give you that impression from the printer, which is amazing, but because it's super smooth, it's gonna give you the same results that you would have on super smooth card, right? And that's important because if you are doing a color chart, for instance, you want to know that the paper is going to react exactly the same that is going to do it onto a card. And remember that this is, the quality of this card, paper rather, it's going to give you the same impressions. Now, it's shop paper, $13.99, and you're getting the break that is this. 200 sheets. 200 sheets. Yeah. And I love that they come packaged like this. But you know what I would do here is I would write here. Ooh.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. That didn't quite work.
Didn't work.
Oh.
It's okay.
I know there is a little easel over there.
Is there?
Yeah. Well.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah, here there is. There is one here. There.
Oh.
I found one behind.
You even have an easel. How wonderful.
Oh, I have got all sorts of magical things in here. Right, so remember, you are getting 200 sheets, 160 GSM, shop paper, $13.99. If you put shop paper on the comments, automatically builds that basket if you are watching on Facebook and Instagram. Now, I need to tell you that something else that you need to put in the comments, and that is welcome. If you type welcome in the comments, you automatically will be entered into a competition, which means that the winner of which will win £5 voucher on the brand new website that we are about to launch soon. LisaHortonCrafts.co.uk. It's funny, isn't it, when timelines are just like when you are building something, but
Me and Lisa have made it like it's our fault.
Oh,
because
right.
We're quite perfectionists with it. It is our fault.
But that's good. That's very good because that means that you are going to have a really good website to shop.
It will be amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm going to bring in to showcase the amazing paper. Well, it is paper because it's 160 GSM. But remember, the ballpark figure between 170 to 190 in the printing industry, they qualified is that borderline towards card. So 160 GSM is technically paper, but it's towards the highest end possible to still be paper. Now, the inks. Now, the inks, the limited edition inks. This is an incredible, I call it the limited edition 2024 inks. Now, if you want to shop for these ones, I'm going to explain them. Shop inks. They are £80 and 91 pence. And what you are getting is 3 of the metallics, 3 of the interference, and 3 of the matte blending inks. Let me start by talking about, well, first of all, I did that, and we are gonna work. I'm working on something so we can create all these little kind of swatches in here, because for me, I'm a very visual person. Now, the matte blending ones, for me, what I would describe them, yes, they are chalky inks, but it's more velvety than chalk. I think the result on Super Smooth is super, super beautiful. I'm gonna go for Arctic Frost first, and this is one of those colors that I absolutely adore. This is kind of gonna be one of my favorites.
I'm coming in.
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna see. I kind of organized, but then I'm not as organized as I thought. So let me grab this stencil so I kind of just show it here. One of Fuji's hairs was there, typical. I blame Fuji, but it could be the other one, Kabuki. Kind of going in through the stencil, and you can see that beautiful color. I absolutely, now this is matte, it doesn't have any interference into it or any metallic nature, but it's designed to kind of blend together with other inks. So I'm gonna go in with the Merry Mistletoe. See, I'm gonna swap with my brushes. I have got all my brushes,
all of them,
and kind of coming in and blending in with Merry Mistletoe. Now, what we are doing here is using the paper. Usually, if we do this into card, and what happens if you do this blending into card? Well, you are building layers and layers, and then when you glue them together, it becomes a thicker kind of, well, more weighty card. And then if we have to post them, well, postage kind of rises up. So hence why using it on the paper makes sense. Look at that beautiful blend in here, and I barely worked it up. So the thing is that even though it's paper, it allows me to blend, even though I'm just put the inks straight up, still get a really beautiful result. Now, I'm gonna put I want to put maybe some interference in here, and the one thing I would say is that even though they are interference, they still will blend. It's a slightly different, slightly different way how you work them up. I'm gonna place them here. I have got a separate brush. I use the chunky one for. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Now, the reason why you want to have separate is that if you want to have a more, like a matte finish, you don't want to have any pearlescentness nature into your brush. That's the reason. And also because they are angled, both of the chunky ones, you can kind of have a softer and a stronger one aside. So I tend to put like this, so therefore I have got more strength basically in that side, so I'm softer on the top side, if it makes any sense. So dab it in here, and can you see that like this? So on the side closer to me it's a little bit stronger, but I can build those ones, and I'm using, remember, the paper. But look at that. Now I just love how they coordinate. That limited edition colors are just so luscious. This one is the Festive Fur. Now I could, again, so go in with Yuletide. How you pronounce that?
Yuletide.
Yuletide. So I go like Yuletide, but Yuletide. And the other thing I use sometimes is the base of the lead as a little palette if you don't have, and I'm going to start again in here. Now I should have rotated it, but again, can you see how beautiful that mix of the Arctic blue, the gorgeous Merry Mistletoe, and then the interference kind of coming in through here, so creating a kind of variation of colors. I really like
That's
this.
pretty.
And it's kind of, they are a limited edition that works. Now the interference now, it's not showing as much because of the lights, but I can see it. Can you see it here?
Slightly.
Okay, so let me do it again because I may not have loaded the brush as well, but I definitely can see it. So sometimes, let me put a little bit more.
We could move nearer the light if we need to.
Yeah. It's just, one of the things I would say with the interference is that it needs to dry.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, so then I can see that perfect graduation, some interference, some subtleness as well. And I love that. I love that you can build it up if you wanted to, because I think that subtle effects are kind of, I love that. It's just there. It's just not too strong. But if you want a more stronger effect, of course, you can build it up, let it dry and build it up. Why I say that is because, of course, the interference works in a very, very clever way. Onto white card, you have got more of this effect, and to black card, you can see that pigment coming through. So here on the white, you see mostly the dye. Here you see more of the pigment. So when you turn it around, you can see that purpleness shining through. So the more that you build it up, the more that you have got color underneath it, the more that you are going to come that interference coming through.
Angela says, gorgeous.
They are absolutely gorgeous. I agree, Angela. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have as well, so I'm going to go in. And I'm going to go in with the metallics. Now, the metallics, actually, I'm going to show them onto black cards, because I think that onto black cards are just incredible. Shall I go for silver or gold? Or
are you asking me?
Yes, I am asking.
In fact, let's get people to vote.
Oh, yes.
Type in the comments which colour you would like Paola to go. Silver, shine, solid gold, or copper pot. See, this is why you're better than me, because I couldn't read it properly.
Oh, right. Well, I've been doing the chart, so that's... I'm going to go with gold. And then whichever one in the comments is popular as well, I'll go... or maybe all three of them. Now, they are sponge pads, so it means that yes, you can stamp with them, but they are more kind of a stencil, background, inking kind of ink pads, and that is, they are super juicy. But you also have the reinkers, which to me they work in many different ways. I kind of wait to kind of play more with the reinkers.
Sheila says copper pot.
Copper pot. Okay, well, we're gonna go with copper pot now. Can you see automatically how beautiful that works? And I put it onto, there we go. Oh, it's such a beautiful gold. It's just the perfect shade of gold that you have in here. And then I'm gonna go in with copper pot, because Sheila, that's what you asked for. So there we go. They're gonna put it like this. I'm gonna rotate my piece of black card, and I'm gonna put it maybe here. And then, I'm gonna be doing one of those things that I always say. I'm just cleaning my brush. I'm not, there.
Catherine will feel justified.
Yes, she will. I haven't cleaned it
Vindicated.
properly.
Catherine, are you watching?
If you are
look
watching,
what she's doing.
Look at, I'm not. See, sometimes, what we do at home and sometimes what we preach is slightly different, because that sounded bad, but it's not. Sometimes it's literally you don't have the the clean rag right beside it. But look, copper pot is absolutely divine.
It's a good choice, because Gillian also wants to see
it. I mean, but also, can I show here on the kind of how beautiful it layers up? I really, really love that. I love how all the colors come through. And so, for instance, if I wanted to add a little bit more in here, right, I kind of want to bring in, and I tend to go dab it in and then bring it in here. Oh, look at that. I love it because it's it's a very classy shade, and I believe there are some new metallics coming up in the new.
There are.
I can't say.
Have you got a set?
No, I haven't got a set. No. Well, I mean, I got the biggest parcels over the weekend, and I was like, I'm like, every time I was like, oh my goodness. And one of the things that I really
Amazon.
love, oh yeah,
Amazon.
I was like, Amazon? No, but I was from Lisa Horton
Majestic Wine.
UK. By the way, if you want to win a £5 voucher to the new website, put welcome. When I received that parcel, it was 2 of them, and I was like, I want to use this, I want to use this, I want to use this, and every single thing in there. By the way, now, one of the reasons I have done what I have done onto the paper was to show you how, I'm going to show you the back, that it's not transparent, so the quality of the fibers, the quality of the paper means that you can work your inks. And remember, if you want to shop paper, comment shop paper on Facebook, on Instagram, automatically in your personal messages you will have the link to lisahortoncrafts.co.uk, and then when you click there, your basket will have built up. So for instance, if you have put shop paper, you have put shop glue, those items will be onto your basket. If you want to shop inks, remember this is the limited edition 2024 release. 3 beautiful metallics, and of course we are talking about silver shine, solid gold, copper pot. Then we are talking about 3 limited edition interference, festive first, crimson sheer, Juletide Sky, and then we are talking about 3 matte blending ones, Arctic Frost, and of course Merry Mistletoe. And I should have realistically put those ones like this, so you can see that, sorry, this one is upside down as well, that this one coordinates beautifully with Yuletide Sky, with Arctic Frost, Jingleberry with Crimson Cheer, and of course Merry Mistletoe with Festive Fear. But of course, for that will work really well, those ones will work very well. Those 4 kind of create a kind of a really beautiful palette, as do this and this, as well as those ones. So mix them up, and of course silver shine, solid gold, and copper pot are all time, so you want to grab them. Remember, shop inks, and then we'll bring it into your basket on lisahortoncrafts.co.uk. The paper though is a brilliant deal, $13.99, 200 sheets, 160 gisa. There's something else as well that works really well. If you are somebody who likes to stamp sentiments, paper is a great way, because you can, it's a more inexpensive way, or kind of a great value for money in terms of stamping the sentiments in here and then always having them ready, and then you die cut afterwards. If then you want to kind of glue them onto a little bit thicker card, you can always do that as well. But remember, you know, with postage and things like that going up, it's brilliant to have a thinner card or paper to work with, because then obviously the weight costs are going to be down. But beautiful blending inks. Now, the one thing I would say is that this is super smooth. It's not designed to be a watercolor paper. So I would use very small amount of water. If you're going to spritz water, of course you can do that, but don't be like spritzing completely close. Do like more like a fine mist rather than close up, because of course it's paper in it. Right, we have got a question or comment.
We had a comment from Angela, which I missed.
Yeah.
What is the paper like for stamping?
Absolutely beautiful. I did try that yesterday. Let me grab the Swift Dry ink. See, that's what I did the other day. It's just put all, and I haven't, see, they are organized here by release. You can see this one is release number 3, and then I have got even more here, the interference. I just love them. They look so nice. Oh,
that's okay.
that's the easel.
That was the easel.
Right, so let me grab a stamp and a stamp block here. Where is my stamp block? You know what? I have got my stamp block, the big one, which is here. I'm kind of setting up, and I think this is gonna be the ultimate kind of. We have got the rotating stamping tool, and this will work with your ultimate. So this is right. Oh, I had a question for everybody, because I would like to know. whether you are like me or not.
No one is like you.
Well, true that. Now the question would be, if you, when you get a crafty goodies, whether you take away the packaging or you keep it in the packaging until you use it. So that is a question, isn't it? Now, I'm asking that question because when I get something and it's like beautiful packaging, I like to keep the packaging, but then I don't know what to do with it. Like, then it's like, oh no, it gets in the way, and that sort of thing. But I'm gonna pay. Now, I think this is very, very clever. Now, it comes in, right, with a high density format in here. Oh, another question.
Guess how much it is?
Oh, I don't know.
So we've kept it at the Black Friday deal of $9.99.
No, $9.99.
$9.99.
That's a brilliant price. I was gonna say $15.99 with a deal, but $9.99. That is beautiful. Now, I'm gonna tell you why I love this. I know a lot of people struggle with larger stamps, and having the high density format, and then of course pressing down, it kind of is going to give you a much easier pressing down onto the cards in there. Sorry, just putting it like this, stuff like that you can put it like perfectly fitting in. So personally, I think if you struggle with larger stamps, this is a great way to use them. But also, if you want to rotate them, you can have them like this, so you know that they are lining up perfectly, and then create a wreath like so, right? And you see that how it lines up, so you know it's perfect position. Now I'm going to take my paper, and I'm not going to use the high density mat, but I should really use it, but I'm kind of just showing it the ultimate. So I'm gonna go in with, just because, right, now there are grades as well, and this is one of those ones that you may want to place it straight on the line here. So that's another thing that I like to have, a grid on there. So I think it's pretty much straight on here. Right, so you can see it kind of goes in there. And now, I mean, I'm not going to create anything special in terms of a wreath, but see, but my mind's saying, why not? Now I'm using the Swift Dry Ink, and I'm kind of dabbing gently, and kind of going in, pressing down.
If they type shop stamp, this will now come up.
Oh, fantastic. This the platform. Remember, the Ultimate is separate, but it will fit beautifully there. Look at that. That is just fantastic, isn't it? Sorry, that's all I put in.
The same.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm just, so you can see that I've stamped right in the middle, and I kind of achieve that perfect stamping here. So the paper is beautiful for stamping, not just, of course, the Swift drawing. Now, if you don't have the Ultimate yet, of course you can use the stamp tool and the high density foam as well. So I'm going to just do that as well. So I kind of tend to do like a couple of dabs in here, and then just press down. Oh, I really like this with the format as well. It's just like gives you that really beautiful, and you can see
for a tenner.
For a tenner. Ultimately, this foam as well, if you like to do you know, like kind of stamping larger stamps and things like that, this is going to be invaluable. Also, I can see myself using this for other things, but I shouldn't really mention it, because the thing is, well, basically to a stamp or shape die cuts. But if you're going to do that, make sure that you keep one side for doing that and the other side for stamping, because if you start embossing onto that side, then it doesn't become even. So then when it comes to stamping, then you will not get that. So always keep a side perfectly pristine.
Lisa also doesn't know that I've left this at £10.
Oh,
she does now, because I think she's watching.
Well, then grab it. Remember, this will come to you in here like this with, I mean, I think it's a brilliant deal, because this is one, I mean, it's about 8, I would say, just under 8 inches grid in square. But of course, you have got even a larger size, so it would be 9.5 maybe in size, or something like that, in terms from side to side. 9.5. So you can actually use those very large stumps that you always struggle with this system. And remember, it will fit beautifully with the Ultimate, but if you don't have the Ultimate 2 yet, cannot recommend it enough either as well, remember to grab it. You can start working on it. Right, so the paper stands beautifully. It's basically super smooth. That stands. You can stencil through it. You can die cut beautifully, and of course you can then use it for your digital printing as well. Right, the paper, shop paper, $13.99. It is a brick. Yeah.
It's huge.
It is huge. And what I would definitely do is right here, Lisa Horton paper, 160 GSM, made in Italy. Well, you don't have to write that, but you know the quality is going to be beautiful, maybe. And ultimately, it's a beautiful way to get things like this ready stamped in, blended in, and have it ready to go. But especially for digital downloads, it's a must as well. Right, so we are going to now talk about the glue. Remember, this is one of the pick of the weeks. 2 bottles, 125 ml each, so 250 ml in total. You can use it straight up the bottle. You trim it on. It comes in with that nozzle, so make sure that you put it back in. But it opens very easily as well, so you can refill your bottles if you wanted to. Shop glue, that's the comments in the comments, write down. And of course, that means that automatically you will have it, put it into your basket that is building up on Horton.crafts.co.uk. How to access? Well, if you are on Facebook or Instagram, the private message will be there waiting for you with that link. If you are watching on YouTube, you kind of just go to Horton.crafts.co.uk and you will access. Oh, Kabuki is wanting to come in. That's the other one. There she is. Kabuki, come and say hello. She's a little bit shyer on the first go. There she is. There you are. Yeah, that's the cats. 2 little rascals. Shop glue, $15.99. 2 bottles. Also, I like that it's 2 bottles. Super squeegee, but because always you can keep 1 pristine. Says the person that can never keep 2 pristine because I never find one of them. So it's great to have 2.
This is your last chance to type welcome.
Oh yes, absolutely. Type welcome on the comments. Facebook and Instagram, automatically you will be entered into a competition. The winner of which will win £5 to spend on Horton.crafts.co.uk once the brand new and posh website is launched, sometime very soon. Shop bottle, the other 2 bottles. Now, the right glue with the right bottle is life-changing. How many of us struggle? And I know many of you have been crafting for a very long time, and it always a struggle with wet glue to deliver enough that it glues, but not too much that it wrinkles the card. Now, of course, with the Lisa Horton High-tack glue, it is a quite dry glue, but it's not too dry that you have to dilute it with water to use the non-clog bottle. So it's the perfect consistency. The bottles, what allows you to have is almost like to use them as a pen as well. And because they are, really easy to hold, really easy to squeeze, and then you unscrew them and you have got the fine nozzle with that beautiful non-rusty pin that goes in here, and it keeps them nice and clean for the next time. Now you're getting 2 different bottles, 2 different nozzles, which are 0.8, 0.5, and then you have ready to go. If you want to shop for them, $12.99. You're getting them both. Shop bottle in the comments, Facebook or Instagram. And finally, before we go, we have got the shop foam. remember, you are getting 1,000 pads. I believe it's an inch by an inch and by a half an inch in width. So they are really, like, this is for me the most useful size, 2 millimeters thick, and that easy release. I mean, realistically, the easiest foam pads that I have ever used. Love the size because you don't have to trim it that much. With die cuts and things like that, you can, if you wanted to, always cut them. You have to trim them with both the back end and the front end there. I keep mine, tend to do them, like cut them into these strips, and remember that you can use them onto any card. They're dry adhesive and they become really, really strong bond once they kind of set. Right, now we need to draw.
I'm going to press the button.
Okay,
draw. Are you all in?
Okay, so now we are going to be announcing the winner of the £5.
Here it comes, voucher. It's doing its thing. And the winner is...
It's
so clever.
Right.
The winner is Kim Wilkins.
Kim Wilkins, congratulations. You have won a £5 voucher that you will be able to spend on Horton Crafts.co.uk once the brand new website is launched. Now, we have got like 10 seconds, I believe. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been nerve-wracking, but I really enjoyed it. And of course, many thanks to Adam, who's behind the cameras, and also to Lisa for having us here with Lisa Horton Crafts. And remember, get your pick of the week. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Oh, join Catherine on Wednesday.
Yes.
On Hobby Maker. Is it 2?
2 and 3. She's got 2 hours.
Oh, that's going to be
See,
good.
I can stop the count and you can carry on.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Sorry about that. See you next time. Thank you very much for joining us.